Hey, Renee, Chris, and Ryan going live. Best podcast, Beauty and the Beast. Sit back and catch a vibe. Oh yeah, we talking zombies and apocalypses and all those things you like. Going beast mode, and if you didn't know, it's Peter Z up on the mic. Whoa. Hey, TWD family, grab the snacks about the pantry and subscribe and like if you can, please. Or those walkers eat you like some candy. Hey, okay. You at the right place at the right time. No one does it better, that's the bottom line. Beauty and the Beast, this is prime time. Let's go.
We made it.
We did.
We're here.
We're here.
What's going on, everybody? For those of you who might not know, but I know that there's nobody that doesn't know who this gentleman is with us tonight. This is Robert Palmer Watkins, recently from the world beyond, hanging out with us tonight. Obviously, you have quite the resume, and we'll try to dive through all that. We're gonna move kind of quick through this one. Rob's able to give us about 40 minutes, so we want to move swiftly and get things done through this podcast. So Rob, everybody here obviously very excited, very happy to see you. I even have some looking at the chat, just kind of briefly going through the chat. Yeah, there's definitely excitement in the air.
All right, what up, guys? Thanks for having me on. I like the intro theme song. That was dope.
You're into music. I mean, you're known as Palmer in the music industry, right?
Yeah. Which is my middle name. So Robert Palmer Watkins just felt really long. It just was. But I've already got that in my acting life, so I kind of I'm kind of stuck with that there. But I was like, all right, if I'm gonna do music, I gotta shorten this shit, change it up.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of many that dive into both, between acting and performing, singing, and everything. What made you was that something that was always inside of you?
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved music, but I started with acting. And I just knew that it was a long shot to actually, make money from anything in the arts. But I figured I'd have a better shot if I just went hard on focused on one thing, just put laser focus on it. So, at an early age, I don't know how I was wise enough to think that way because I was an idiot, but I knew that I needed to really streamline my focus towards one or the other. And I just felt like I had more experience with acting. I'd wanted to be an actor longer, and I just thought that was more realistic. So now that I've got the acting ball kind of rolling and I've been on, enough things as an actor, I'm kind of known as an actor. I felt like I feel like I'm finally able to, take the liberty and the creative freedom to dive into the music world. And it's really nice to be able to do that now because it's like, it's something I can do that's creative and I can put it out. I don't have to wait on, somebody to give me the go ahead or and it's me. It's these songs I wrote with my team, with my producer, Brendan Martin, and a couple other producers. So it's like, it's something I just feel like I have more control over. And as an artist in Hollywood, as an actor, entertainer, there's so much that's out of your control. Even when you book a huge show or a huge acting role, at the end of the day, you're not in the editing room, you're not writing the storyline, I hate to say it, but sometimes you feel like a little bit of a puppet because you're not calling the shots,
right.
So it's really nice. Don't get me wrong. I love having an acting job. That's amazing. But it is nice to have something where it's like, I am a little more in control and I can make those risky creative decisions because I feel like it, and I don't have to worry about hitting a certain rating or hitting certain numbers, So that's been really freeing. That's been the most enjoyable part of kind of moving into the music space for me. Have I made any money at it yet? No. But
So I mean, as far as like platforms you're on Spotify? Okay.
Yeah.
And
Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, basically all the big streaming platforms you can find Palmer. I've got three singles out right now. The first one's called Waiting. Then I had Clean Cut, and now the new one is called Walking Dead. A little ode to the show. The song is not about zombies, but we just thought it'd be cool to kind of cross promote, you know, that's such a cool title, Walking Dead. And I was like, damn, that's kind of how we're living right now. We're all kind of walking dead after this pandemic, you know, like we're like trying to figure out a way to start life again, but we're not really starting life again. And we're like halfway there, but we're kind of numb to the crazy fucking world that we've been living in for the past 3 years. So, you know, it originally started out as a relationship song, but the more I thought about it as we were getting ready to release, I was like, dude, this is about me. This is about how I've been feeling, just walking as like a zombie of who I once was, you know? Luckily I'm feeling better now. I feel like the world's kind of coming alive again, but yeah, so 3 songs out, and they're on all streaming platforms, and it's just been really cool. You know, it's been really cool to kind of build those and grow those. They're getting a really good response, but just like the acting, which I'm used to this, not that I expected for my music to just blow up right away. But just, you know, just like the acting world, it's like, it takes time, you know, as a new artist, you know, even if you have a platform like I do, it just takes time for it to grow. And, you know, nowadays it's like, you got to learn TikTok and hope that your song goes viral with some stupid dance or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So it's interesting. I'm learning. But it's the music space is even crazier than the acting space, which is terrifying, because the acting space, trying to make it as an actor, is already insane.
What? So I'm.
But the music world is
like, elaborate on that.
Yeah.
So what's like the major difference?
The music world is just like, I don't know, man. It feels like it's the wild, wild west or something. Like there aren't really, there's rules, but then there aren't rules, and there's not a union protecting anybody really. Whereas like as an actor, we have SAG-AFTRA. So, you know, if you book a legit job, you know you're at least gonna get this, and this, or the bare minimum. You're gonna have contracts. The music world is like, there's not really a union protecting the artist. And then it's also like, you know, every deal is like, you know, if you're not signed to a massive record label, which a lot of people now are independent, you know, kind of the way I'm doing it, or blowing up on TikTok or going viral on their own, you know. So it's kind of like every song has its own deal in a way, you know, like, and you got to figure out how the writers are going to get cut in, how the producers are going to get cut in, how the artist is going to make the money back. Like, it's just very complicated, and I've learned a lot about just, you know, and then who to trust, people to trust too. You know, everybody they can help you, or they can help blow your song up, or, and it's just navigating all the bullshit. That's all. I mean, that's the best way to put it. There's just a lot of bullshit, and you got to sniff that shit out, you know, to not waste all your time and energy, you know. And then I think, again, you have to just really love doing it, because, and I say this to people that ask, you know, about acting too. They're like, I think I want to get into acting. I'm always like, do it, for sure. Do it as a hobby, 100%. But if you want to pursue it as a career, just make sure that it's like, you love it. It is your passion. It is in your being, your soul, because it's not easy. Most days are just real depressing. But when you get a success, it's worth it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's the best ever. But you're gonna get way more shitty days and no's than yeses. So you have to love it so much that it'll get you through those days of, you know, like those days where you're like, when is this gonna happen, man? You know?
Yeah, waiting for that one break is like everyone always talks about, like, you know, who's famous or whatever. They talk about that one break they had that did it for them. So it's like, you know, every day waking up, waiting for that, you know, will this TikTok be it, or will this, you know, like, will this song be it, or will this be it? So, but like you said, when your heart's in it though, and you have the passion pushing you for it, you know, you do it every day and just see what happens. So,
yeah, and
don't give up, man. I mean, people are talking in the chat, you know, like Linda said that the song "The Walking Dead" is very beautiful. She says it's a beautiful song. Linda, by the way, is listening right now out in France.
What up, Linda?
And a lot of
in
our followers are
France.
either from the UK or we have like
Finland.
we have Finland, we have France. We have followers from all over listening right now, and chiming in and
Nice.
watching. So
That's awesome. How long have y'all been doing this podcast?
it's going on 6 years, over 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah.
Over 6 years. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, we started out.
Well, yeah, I
we
met-
started out with just audio, and then we ended up going. We had a request. Someone wanted to do a live video, and
We didn't know that was possible at the
yeah,
time.
we had no idea. We're like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. I'll agree to anything if it gets like someone on the show, and yeah,
Right.
we made it work, and now we're here. So you were talking about the intro music because you were bobbing your head to it. That's actually Peter
Yeah.
Zimmerman. I'm not sure if you know Peter or not, but Peter is also
Yeah.
does music, and
He was on The Walking Dead. He played
Yeah.
Edward. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, does he do what'd you say he's in
No,
Florida?
he was on the
No, he played Edward on
Yeah.
The Walking Dead.
yeah he was on The
Okay.
Walking Dead,
Right.
and then and he has he does photography, he does everything like photography now, but he also does music and everything too. So it's funny, like there's been a few people that we've spoken to who like dive into both realms because some people can pull from their acting career and put that into music, kind of thing.
Right.
Those emotions
Right.
or whatever, like you guys ride on different emotions and
Yeah.
like anybody else does, but able to put it into music. Like obviously, if I were to try to put my emotions into music, I couldn't imagine what it would sound like. It'd probably be like a rat screaming with a bunch of tin cans.
Very angry.
Yeah, it'd be very angry.
Come on.
It'd be angry music.
You never know, man. You could be the next
I could be
American
the next
Idol.
Gwar.
Yeah.
Hey,
Might have
Rob,
a
can
hidden
you
talent.
real quick? Can you shout out to Lucy because she said if you say her name, she'll be done. So
Should be done.
Lucy in the sky. Where's Lucy at? Oh, is Lucy the one in France, or where'd you
she's
say?
UK. Yeah,
Lucy's in
she's
the UK.
What's up, Lucy? Thanks for tuning in and supporting.
He's so needy.
She
She's
tried.
so needy.
She tried to take over our podcast.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. All right, and you do this if you want, but I'm gonna get this out of the way because I know it's just a matter of time before it hits the chat from Lucy. Can you just say like 3 times? Try maybe different speeds or different tones. The word moist.
Oh my God! Does Lucy request this?
This is for Lucy.
Lucy. She every guest
It's-
she requests
yeah,
it.
we're breaking your cherry right now. So
Lucy, I gotta tell you, that's fucking weird, but I'm gonna do it for you. But I just hope you realize you have a problem, and that's a little disturbing. Most people hate that word, especially women.
Not the woman part, but I hate
these
it.
UK women are a different breed, man.
How old is Lucy? I know I'm sorry. I know that's rude to ask, but if you're asking me to say moist 3
She's
times,
old enough to know.
I think I have a right.
She's
to
old
know.
enough.
Yeah, she's
she's
a
a
mother.
mom.
She's yeah.
That's probably
young,
why
though.
she enjoys hearing the word so much. She's a mom.
Moist.
There. We got it out of the way.
The
All
strength.
right, got it out of the way.
All right.
Thank you for being a good sport because that is.
Yeah.
I hate that word with a
Yeah.
burning passion.
Just think how I have to
That
how it is for me to break that to every guest we've ever had pretty much. Like how I have to come up with the oomph.
Explanation.
Yeah.
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 Segue.
Like we have this follower. She's kind of like, a little special, a little needy, like
And now Lucy.
let me ask you this though. Does she ask female guests to do that
Yes.
or just men?
Yeah. Has she?
Probably. But we don't have many female guests now that you
Not
think
recently,
about
but
it.
we had like Carrie. We had like Carrie.
Well, we had Carrie on, but Carrie, she didn't ask
We had
Carrie to do
Nadine.
it.
I don't.
Nadine, yeah. But that was a while
Yeah,
ago.
I don't
I mean,
think
that was years ago.
Not
Yeah.
sure.
But I'm sure she has.
That's an interesting, not to get like, political or all up in the woke culture, but if I as a man or you guys were to call in
Oh,
to
yeah.
a show and ask a female say a sexual word 3 times, we would be canceled.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm not saying I have any problem with it, Lucy. I'm happy to feed your weird addictions. But But my point is, I do think this is a very good example right now, and I would be remiss if I did not call it out because this is happening all the time in society. If certain things are inappropriate for one sex, they should be inappropriate for
I
the other. That's
agree.
all I'm gonna say.
So Rob, she said that she is 39 years old and she's wanting to know if you need her address.
I'm
You gotta
okay.
understand, Lucy is all fun. She's just all
Yeah,
about fun.
100%.
She's just hilarious.
We give her a lot of shit, but she's been one of the people who supports us the most, 100%.
Yeah, she's
been here
been
since day
one of our
one.
longtime supporters.
That's
gonna-
dope. Well, Lucy, you know, I don't mind the word moist at all.
I always
I'm just
feel
not-
very awkward approaching the subject, especially because I hate the word, and I know a lot of people hate the word, so I let Chris do it a lot of times.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that you've definitely you've ticked the box as far as weirdest requests ever in my
Good.
career.
We did it.
Good.
So like
We had a
guess, yeah.
a Robert first.
Yeah,
this was definitely a first.
I cannot wait to
Hopefully a
hear
last.
the next interview that you're
Oh.
on. Can
They're
you
gonna-
tell us your weirdest fan interaction? Man, do I have a story for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some chick in the
No, this
UK
is
named
great.
Lucy.
I'll never forget Lucy.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, let's get into some of these World Beyond
Yes,
questions.
we're gonna get into some World Beyond questions. Obviously, because that's the fan base is obviously TWD dedicated. So, but I do have some questions also. I want to get into one. The short movie Puncture. Linda said it was awesome. She said in the end, your character said, "I need you to get the boys together." Are you gonna do a second film for that? And then also, second part to that, Puncture has a runtime of 25 minutes. How many days shooting did that require?
Yeah, cool. Haven't talked about Puncture in a little while, so I appreciate the question. That was a really fun short film that I shot. And we are actually in the process of turning it into a feature film.
Oh, nice.
So it was left off, the end of that film was left off with kind of a cliffhanger because the whole purpose of that short film was to pitch to investors and studios and, get funding for an actual full-length version. So in the full-length version, the story will continue and you'll find out what happens with that phone call about getting the boys together. But the story, obviously, now I actually just had a meeting about the film last week, and they've got a full script now, and the whole pitch deck is awesome, and they've got some really cool actors they're talking to come on board as well. So I'll still be playing the main character, and I'm super stoked. I think that's such a badass role, and getting to do my own stunts. I always love doing stuff, movies and projects like that, where I get to actually kind of be physical and, motivated to get in shape for something. And
Well, you're definitely
buzz my head.
anybody who follows you on social media. You're definitely an in shape dude. Like
I've got it back, man. But there was some down. There was a bit of a downward spiral during the pandemic. I mean, I was.
we all hit it.
So, but
We
no,
all
we all
We all
did,
hit that COVID-19.
Oh
you know what
my
I mean?
God.
it was
Yeah.
rough. So I appreciate that because I've worked my ass off for the past 5 months trying to get my body back, and I got it. I got it back. But damn, I mean, you would not believe the before and after. I should post that, but yeah, I was just drinking every day, man. I mean, I became a straight up it was bad. The pandemic really, really, really. I think it got to everybody,
yeah.
but got to everybody in different ways, But yeah, drinking became a bad habit for me during the pandemic because I didn't have, just like most people, it was like, all right, I got in a home workout today already. I did a little bit of work or whatever, had my Zoom meeting or whatever, and then it was just, the days were just so long, and I live with other artists. I live with 3 of my good buddies out here in LA. They're actors and artists and singers, and we're all in the industry. So all of our work was shut down, and we were just like, to keep our sanity, we were drinking, and God, you can only do that for so long because it messes you up, and then that just becomes who
beats
you
you up.
are. It's not just what you're doing, you know what I mean? So I've been actually completely sober for the past 4 months, and it's been life-changing I didn't ever think I would need to do that, but I can't believe I didn't do it sooner, to be honest, because I feel amazing.
You can literally feel like the toxins just eating away at you. Yeah, like you just like
Yeah.
bad. But yeah, we were all. I think like here in New York. I mean, I don't know if they did it in LA, but like they were offering places where literally like breweries in the area were like, we'll come deliver a keg to your house. Like New York was allowing alcohol to be delivered to your doorstep. Like everyone's depressed. You can't leave your home. Get shit faced. Go ahead. And they were letting like breweries legit drop off kegs at your house.
I'll never forget Chili's at the height of the pandemic and everything. And New York was one of the first states to really shut down, just because at the beginning of the pandemic, our numbers were so high compared to everybody else. And Chili's, my family and I ordered dinner one night, and I went and on the website, there's literally a bag of alcohol, and I go, what? And it's like a margarita, and I mean, this thing is a bag of margarita, and I'm like tequila and everything, and I'm like. And they're like, "Oh, if you order alcohol, please have your ID and push it up against the window." I'm like,
yeah, fake IDs.
Yeah, man. Crazy. All kinds of, I mean,
Iowa was big for that. We had everybody could have to go alcohol. You could just order your margarita cup, and they'd walk to the door, grab the food, and go to the Mexican restaurant and get your margaritas or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, businesses like that could deliver stuff, or I mean, they just thrived, right?
Hammered it.
God, I wish I had equity in some company like
kidding.
that. You know what I mean?
Because now they're looking to make it a law. Like they're looking to pass a bill now for New York that'll continue to allow it to happen even with afterwards. So it's like they realized how much money everybody like these businesses made, and probably private investors, and they were like, "Yo, let's make this legit." 365. Here's a keg.
They'll just tax the hell out of it.
So. But yeah.
Hey, I just want to say real quick too that Kim and Casey are on the chat too from the camp tonight. They popped in. Well, Casey can't comment for some reason, but Kim said that they're both here.
What's up? The camp?
Casey probably got banned or something.
Probably bad language or something.
The camp. Did you hear from the camp, Robert?
I did. Yeah. I'll be going.
You're coming to the camp.
We'll be there.
You're coming?
Yeah. We're always there.
We go to the camp.
Okay, cool.
They're our people.
I assumed. Okay.
Those are our people.
Yeah, they're
your people.
good buddies. Yep.
I love it. Yeah, that'll be fun then. So we'll be hanging out in person. I figured Renee, you were going. I knew all y'all were connected, but I didn't. I didn't know in what way. So it's cool. So are you guys part of the camp?
Yeah, we basically are there.
Did you help?
We're the MCs for them.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
We'll end up pulling you up on stage at one point. We'll do a little 5-minute Q&A or something, What's new in Robert's life?
All right, cool. Yeah, I guess I'm getting in on Friday to do the trivia, and then I'll be there.
Fun. Yeah.
Very nice. That's awesome. Well, look, everybody, you just got an announcement that Robert will be at the camp.
Yeah.
So there you go. I got to get into more questions. I don't want to cut us off.
Okay, but I have to ask this question.
Go ahead. Go.
So, in my research...
I wanted to ask this too. Go ahead.
You were in 1,000 Ways to Die?
Wow, that's taking it way back.
2011.
2011, yeah. I believe that was one of my first on-screen... Well, it was one of my first paid on-screen acting gigs. When I say paid, I mean... I probably spent more getting there than I made, but it was a lot of fun. Spike TV. Yeah, I died.
How did you die?
I was the person. I believe you can still find the episode on like YouTube or something. But I'm a bachelor. I'm having a bachelor party. We have a stripper at the bachelor party. We're in the bathroom trying to like hook up, and I slip on some water or something. And apparently these are based off a true story. If this is real, I mean, this is just terrible. So I slipped on some water in the bathroom, and I fall onto like I fall into the toilet, and the toilet explodes off. Like the water pressure from the back, the lid blows off and shatters on the grass, and I slip, and one of the shards of the porcelain glass goes up my rectum. my asshole.
Not where I thought that was
And I
going.
didn't
Literally.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good. I was thinking maybe head trauma.
That's what I thought. like a pierce your skull or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, glass in the butthole. Lucy, how moist are you right now?
I'm so glad I asked this question.
I bet Lucy is
Me
just
too.
moist.
Yeah.
as can be.
He's
Yeah, so that was my first on-camera paid gig, and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I made it. And she's like, what'd you get, Rob? And I'm like,
I'm glad you asked.
You just have to watch. It was classic. I mean, yeah. People always ask about that, and they do not expect the answer I'm about to give them.
I'm so happy you found that.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I was scrolling through it. I'm like,
it
I
made
don't know if
everything
dies.
else. It made everything else after that seem pretty
Right.
easy, because like I was like, all right, well, I've been on a set now and got paid for it, and it was the lead of that episode or that scene or whatever. And driving home, I was like, I mean, I feel like I started pretty strong, you know, like. What else could they throw at me?
Who else has died in their first acting debut with a piece of ceramic shard up their ass? You know what I mean? Like nobody.
Yeah. And I'm like sitting there and like, covered in water and fake blood, and my like boxers or underwear. So it looks like, my pants were down enough for glass to get up my butt. Like in front of all these people in this crew. And I'm like 22 years old, and I mean, you just like, come at me, Hollywood. I'm ready.
I just want to know, when you audition, do you go, I don't want to brag or anything, but back in 2011, some wild shit happened?
That was kind of a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal here.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring this
No,
up,
I tried to
but
let
I was
it
on
out.
1,000 Ways to Die. Uh-oh. Oh,
I guess it's on.
oh, there he
there
is.
we
There
go.
he is. He oh. Hold on. Let's give it a minute. We're frozen. Yeah, see, Linda said it's not in sync. I think, did we lose him? Can you hear us, Robert? Skype has finally failed us.
Uh-oh.
What?
Nah, he's not there.
He's not there,
He's
right?
frozen, yeah.
Is that recent missed call or no?
No, that was before.
Oh, okay.
So it's 3 out of 3 in call. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna end the call with him.
Mm-hmm.
Re-add him. Let's do it this way.
Yeah, it's definitely internet. It's definitely an internet issue. Linda goes, now I have no answer. Don't worry, Linda. We'll get those answers. Oh, no, was he on his phone, you think?
Maybe.
Right? It could have been a phone. Do we think maybe his phone died? I was disturbed with the image in his voice. I'm not sure what image you have, but I mean, I know what we had.
Nicole, and call him again. I'm trying.
We
Listen
tried.
here, Pie.
We tried pie. It said
I'm gonna drink my White Claw and hope this works.
too bad it's not his middle fingers. You know, this is what happens. This is why going live is dangerous.
Says he's online still.
All right, go ahead and try and give him a call.
Add people.
So, guys, while we have some downtime, I'd like to remind everybody to like and subscribe.
Listen here, Kim.
Oh, he's back.
There.
There we go. There we go.
We lost you.
What happened?
All of a sudden you
Yeah,
froze.
Yeah,
you just
froze.
froze on us. You were doing this cool
Oh,
thing with
okay,
your
we were
hand,
talking
though.
about
So
it.
you were like, yo. Yeah, you were like,
You're kind of laying back and you're like,
Yeah, you were like laying back. You're like, yo. So everybody was like, yeah.
I was like, glass up my ass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a great time for it to pause. Next
Yeah, all
topic.
right.
Let's go.
On that note, it got a little too steamy in here.
Spike TV was like, cut it.
Yeah, he's talking too much.
Spike
Yeah.
TV was like, what?
Yeah.
We can't be talking about this.
It's been 11 years. Just cut it though.
Watch it.
All right, here we go. What made you audition for Lieutenant Newton? His haircut, the uniform, or the bad side of the character? This is from Linda. So she wants to know it. So when you went to go audition, number one, did you know you were auditioning for like Lieutenant Newton, or was it just you just went there for an audition and they were like feeling you out?
Well, so I auditioned for The Walking Dead World Beyond multiple times. They had different characters coming out like every week or so, and my manager got me in a couple times for a couple different roles. I think I had a callback for one of them, and I was pinned for it, but I didn't get that one. And then they called me in, and then I had another audition for a different role, but they never gave you the exact name, because that show is obviously very, very successful, and the fans are, always trying to get information about it and leak it and stuff. So they have to keep it kind of private. So I didn't ever know like who I was auditioning for. They would just kind of give you like a generic scene, and they would kind of give you a description of the character they were kind of going for, but you didn't really know. They didn't ever give you a script, that's for sure. And they didn't ever give you the actual name of the person. I think I knew he was going to be a lieutenant, actually, but I don't think it said the full name. Anyways, so I went in, I had a few auditions for them, and I guess they liked me because they kept seeing me, but for different roles. And then finally this one came along, and I auditioned, and it was just supposed to be like a 1 episode, maybe 2 episode thing for season 1. And it was actually shooting, I self-taped here in Los Angeles, and come to find out it was shooting in Richmond, Virginia, which is where I went to high school, and my dad still lives there. So it was kind of crazy. I ended up booking it, so I flew to Richmond to film it and got to see all my old high school friends and some college friends, stay with my dad for a little bit. So it was really, really weird, but like awesome to book a job and then go home to do it. And that wrapped up, and I was like, well, that was great. That was really fun. It was a small part, but great credit to have, blah, blah, blah. And then this season 2 came around, and they hit me up and they said, we want you back. We're building your character. And, ended up being 7 episodes. Cool. So really, really, really grateful, that turned into something bigger. I mean, I had the main finale fight with, Felix's character. It was just really a great experience, man. And again, I got to, season 2, I was there for several months in my hometown. So not only was I working an awesome job, but I was in my hometown. Right. So getting to catch up with all my old friends and family.
Speaking of, that final fight with Felix, so can he see the image we have or no? No, right? No. So we're going to show you.
It's on the YouTube video.
We're going to show you the image that Linda sent us, and it's basically the stare down you have with Felix, where he's got the walkers behind him with the cage, and you guys are ready to pretty much battle it out. So
cool.
She says your face, the way, like your expressions and everything, when you discover that Felix's new weapon is so. When you see like his weapon and what it does, she says your face is so expressive and priceless. It looks like it took more than one take to like film all that. She's just curious, like, was that something that like you had to? She wants to know, is like that nailing that look and that expression and everything like that. Was that something you had to do a few times, or was it more like the director kind of like doing a few different ideas? Oh no! Did I lose him again?
He's frozen again.
I thought he was just really looking intently.
I thought he was so focused.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's doing the look. He's doing the look.
Oh no! That's terrible. Skype has failed us twice tonight. This is new territory. That's a really good picture, though. If anybody wants to take a
screenshot,
yeah, screenshot, yeah.
So while we got downtime again, don't forget we got Stephen Yeun coming up in Jordan Peele's new. It's a movie, Nope. That releases July 2022. So you get to see Stephen Yeun in Jordan Peele's new movie.
Unavailable.
And then it said that before. And then AMC Plus, obviously, season 11B kicks off on the 13th if you have AMC Plus. If you don't have AMC Plus, then it kicks off on the 20th. So you have to wait a whole week for that. So there's that. And then, when we get Robert back, we'll try to wrap up with a couple more questions because I know we're coming close to his timeline to have to go anyway. I know. I thought he was really listening. Like I thought he was like intently listening to my question. Because I looked up.
I'm really trying to.
I'm like, he's ready for this.
There he is.
He's ready for it.
We got him.
What's up, y'all? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I guess that's me.
Could be your internet. I don't know. Could be internet. Could be an internet problem. I mean, if you're on like a phone or something like that, or if you're on your phone, sometimes anything will throw it off just because it's a mobile device. But yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
So that scene with Felix, she's basically asking like the expressions and everything that like you had to, and the emotions you had to put yourself through for that scene. Was there a lot of takes that where you have to like do that several times over and over again to nail what you really wanted out of that, what the director wanted out of it?
Yeah, I mean that was a very, very, very long day. That was the most brutal day on set I've ever experienced in my life, and I know Nico would agree, who plays Felix. It was very hot. We were shooting in Richmond, Virginia, in Maymont Park. And it was very humid. It was the beginning of June. I don't know if you've been to Virginia in June, but it's sticky hot. And, the fight was very intense. And that's us. We did the whole fight. We did have stunt doubles that would jump in and do it as well. But we were also doing every move ourselves, too. Thank God we had stunt doubles jump in occasionally because we literally had to stop and run into a cooling bus to cool off, or we would have passed out from heat exhaustion. It was that hot, and my entire uniform was made out of the wetsuit material, whatever that
like
stuff is called.
The scuba material. Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah. So I mean, but it was I say all this. I'm not complaining. I'm saying it was such a reward. Like when we finished, we were just so proud because it really took all of us like leaning on each other to get through it. Like everybody showed up and was there to help in any way they could, and we got a killer fight scene out of it. But that was the only thing scheduled for that day. So that entire day was that fight.
Wow.
We needed that much time. So by the time we got to the close-ups, we had already done that scene so many times, and we had done the wide angles, and we had done some of the stunt stuff. I believe I believe they got our close-ups after we'd already kind of run through the scene multiple times from different angles and stuff. So we were pretty locked into our characters, and a lot of the exhaustion that you see on our faces and the sweat and the I mean, our energy was locked in to that scene. I mean, we were in it. We'd been filming it all day, so it wasn't hard to be aggressive and be let out our anger as our characters, because it was like a very grueling day. But again, once we wrapped, we were all like, dude, this is the most rewarding day as an actor, because it was brutal, but like we went for it and it was awesome.
When did you find out that you were gonna be killed off? Was that like a day of kind of thing, or did you get a script like a week ahead of time, or?
So we get our scripts. We get the scripts for the upcoming episodes. They do it in blocks. So every month you'll get your 2 scripts for that month. So they shoot 2 episodes a month, basically.
Wow.
So about a week before the month starts, you would get the next 2 scripts. So I think we shot that like the first week of June. So we probably got the scripts for it the last week of May, I'm assuming. And then all of us actors would hop on a Zoom. We all get on a Zoom call with the writers and directors, and we do a read through of the 2 scripts that are coming up for the next months. So that's kind of when I found out that I was dying, but I also was finding out as I was doing the table read with everybody, you know, that I have a lot bigger part now. So it was exciting. It wasn't like, oh man, they're killing me. It was like, oh, this is dope. Like I'm getting killed by the lead character and it's a brutal fight scene and then I get gutted. Like if you're gonna die, that's how you want to go, you know? I also know that the show was, you know, that was the last season of The World Beyond. So I would have been real bummed if they were going to season 3. Of course, I'd have been like, man, I wish my character was, you know, continuing on. But the show was wrapping. So, you know, it's kind of cool to have an epic death the way I did.
Yeah, and I mean, you being gutted the way you were reminded me a lot of when Negan gutted Spencer. I mean, I don't, you know, I was like, wow. I was like, that's like, not that. I know that sometimes they do like little little parallels and stuff between the shows. So when I watched him do that and got you through, I was kind of like, I wonder if that's like a little throwback kind of thing that we did. I
feel like even when we always recap the episodes the Monday after it airs. Yeah. And I think we even talked about that and how we saw a lot of parallels between what Negan did with Spencer and then you and Felix.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, what's cool is I guess they're moving into the movie franchise, you know, and I think that's why they're kind of tying up all the shows because I think the worlds are all going to kind of collide into this movie, you know, universe, which will be really, really cool.
I think Linda's reading your mind. So she goes, by the way, I read somewhere that you're a little sad that you won't be in any of Rick's movies. Did you have like an article somewhere or something?
No, but that's really, I mean, maybe I mentioned it in something. I don't know.
She's quite the investigator.
But there was
like Linda will find this. Like she'll find this. You know what I mean? Like
right. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to be in the freaking movies. Are you kidding me? But I did make a joke on set, and I think this is probably where she got this from some interview I did where I talked about this. But when I was laying there. And the fight scene at the end of the day, the last thing we shot was me laying there with all my guts hanging out, you know, and just disgusting, covered in fake guts and blood, and the zombies are all like gnawing on me, and I looked up and I was like, so Matt, and Matt's one of the creators and writers. I was like, Matt, does this mean I'm not going to be in the movies? And everybody laughed, but I think I mentioned that in maybe one of the other interviews I did, and that's where she's getting that from. But no, I mean, yeah, I you know, I'd love to be. I'm an actor. I want to work. You know, I'd love to be in the movies, but I don't know how they would do that because I was pretty dead.
Yeah, maybe you could make it as a Walker role. You know, like little throwback image as a Walker. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Lieutenant Frank Newton as a twin brother or something.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
An more evil twin brother.
Yeah, the Hank Newton. Frank and Hank.
Frank and Hank. I like that. I like that.
Hank and Frank connection.
Real quick, because I know we're running out of time. So we have a lot of General Hospital fans here. My mother being one of the biggest General Hospital fans on this planet. Could you do a little shout out for my mom? Her name is Luann, and she's in Florida. And they're watching right now. I know she's not in the chat because they probably haven't been able to figure out how to do that. But that's okay. This would mom and dad's 59th wedding anniversary is coming up March 28th. So this could be a little pre-gift, real pre.
There you go.
Pre-gift.
Yeah, there you go.
What is it, Luann?
Yeah, Luann.
What is it? Luann. All right. Well, hello, Luann. Thank you for supporting General Hospital for all these years. Has she been watching it since the very beginning?
Look, man, she was watching it when I was like a baby, so probably. I mean, I'm 44. Enough. She was watching it when I was like 8 years old. You know what I mean? So.
All right. Yeah. Nice. Well, I appreciate that, Luann, and hopefully you're still watching. I think they're coming up on their 60th anniversary very soon. And congrats on your wedding anniversary coming up. When is that?
March 28th.
March 28th.
So we got 59 years.
Wow.
Awesome.
As long as General Hospital is on.
Dude, so seriously, cool. Right?
That's amazing. Yeah. So look at that. All right. Well, it's good to meet you, and congrats.
Thank you for that.
And thanks for
so if people right now will let you do some plug-in. as far as following you for your music, Spotify, iTunes, right?
Yes, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, basically all the streaming platforms.
And they
You
would
should
just
be able
search Palmer.
Palmer, and then yeah, you could type in. Probably the quickest way would be type in the Palmer name and then whichever of the 3 songs you're looking to find.
Okay. All right. So we have that. Anything else you want to plug right now that you have going on that you can talk about?
You know, look out for more music. Really excited to release some more stuff. I got a 4th single and music video that we're going to be working on soon. Tub Life is obviously in the works. I've got 3 movies coming out this year, so that'll be cool.
Very cool.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for right now.
Yeah.
Back on the
And if
grind.
anybody wants to be in the know on what's going on with Robert, you just need to go and find him on social media. You're on.
Well, I put all of his links are in the bio for the episode.
Yep.
So I put all your links in there so people can follow.
Yep. So all you have to do is go to the bio in this podcast, and you can find all the links for his social media, and you can just go follow him and stay up to date on everything he's got going on. And then the camp.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll see you guys at the camp.
That's exciting, man. I just we all just found out about this today, so I don't know how long you've known for, but I can only imagine it's been a couple of days.
Found out. Well, they asked me yesterday, basically, and I was like, "Sure, that's cool."
That's awesome, man.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
So I'll be seeing you guys, I guess, in May, right?
Yeah, we'll all be hanging out. It's gonna be hot.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure you know Georgia weather.
Very.
It's gonna be very close to that Virginia weather.
Right.
Luckily, we're in air conditioning
Yes.
now. You know, you guys haven't experienced that. They didn't get to
that's
go
right.
last year, so they didn't get to experience the
Yeah.
air conditioning.
We've upgraded so much with the camp. You know that we have a cushy, nice, hotel now, and then there's a swimming pool, and there's all this other stuff. Like when we started, it was rough. It was hot. We had tents. we sweated a lot. People were giving gross sweat hugs. But
It's great. We promise.
we've leveled up. So
No, as long as we have AC, we'll be
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
it's golden.
It's
It's
good.
golden. If you ever have
But
if you
no, I
got a
mean-
spare minute, man, just go and check out the page. You can look at last year's the party and everything that took place. Everything. It's a really good time. So
Okay,
really
cool.
happy you'll be
I'm
there. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. I'm looking forward to hanging out.
Yeah.
At the camp. Now, does this episode is it already live?
This is live.
Obviously.
Yeah. So this
We're
is
live. Yeah.
this is live.
Yep.
As soon as it's done, it's there. And yeah, it'll be there for everybody to share, rewatch, do whatever. We take it and we do in case you missed it and push it out there. But anybody you want to share it with, obviously, you just take it and do what you did with with the link prior.
Okay.
So
Cool, man.
yeah,
Thank you so much. Well, it was good chatting with y'all.
absolutely,
Yeah.
man. Thank you so much for giving us, a few minutes of your time and hanging out. Everybody's very happy, thankful, and appreciated your, giving them a good laugh for the night. This is what we give, like once a week. We're able to give everybody like a little break from life, a couple of laughs, meet somebody that they're really interested in, and it takes them away from like their everyday norm. So
Right.
that's really the only
right,
reason
right,
why we
right.
do it.
No, I love it. It's really cool.
So-
Yeah, you guys are great. Thank you for the time. And sorry about the internet.
No.
Ah, no worries.
Listen, if we didn't have technical difficulties, it
We
wouldn't be a
wouldn't-
show.
Yeah, that's our thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like our niche.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Are we still live right
Yeah.
now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask about one little,
yeah, no.
little
So
segment.
We can close
yeah,
down.
we're gonna say peace out to everybody, and we'll let you guys know if we'll be back next week. I'm pretty sure we will, but if we're not, we'll let you know. Other than that, everybody say goodnight to Robert. Robert, you're open to say goodnight to everybody,
Night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate y'all.
and we will say peace out. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys. Be safe.
Love
Stay
you.
healthy. Take care. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Love ya.
Hey, Renee, Chris, and Ryan going live. Best podcast, Beauty and the Beast. Sit back and catch a vibe. Oh yeah, we talking zombies and apocalypses and all those things you like. Going beast mode, and if you didn't know, it's Peter Z up on the mic. Whoa, hey, TWD family, grab the snacks about the pantry and subscribe and like if you can, please. Or those walkers eat you like some candy. Hey, okay. You at the right place at the right time. No one does it better, that's the bottom line. Beauty and the Beast, this is prime time. Let's go.